I am the Maskermind. Welcome to another exciting Q&A. This one I can actually take my time. I don't have to rush through it because I can actually take a video up to 1 hour long. 1 hour and 20 minutes actually. When I filmed on my phone, I was only able to do 10 minutes. So the last couple videos I've done, I was actually able to take my time, which is really nice. So I can be thorough. Try to be thorough anyways. Before we start, I'm going to be doing a lot of talking, so I'm going to have to wet my whistle a little bit. If I can get it in a fucking hole. That's good. Alright guys. I'm going to start basically with the person who made the first question. And that is a good friend of mine, Michael 101591. Really cool guy. I want to give pretty much everyone who left a comment on here, I really want to give a shout out. You know, check him out. He's a really cool guy. He's just straight down. He just basically like right into the movie business. He don't bullshit. He's a straight up movie fan, and I like that. So keep it up, buddy. I like your videos. And his first question is, who is your favorite character from The Walking Dead? And I answered this before, and I really like Dale. And I really like him. He was in, you know, obviously second. He was in, I think, some of the first season. Mainly, he was in a lot of the second season. And I like him. He's a really, really nice guy. He's like a really voice of reason. I really got, and I like the actor in general. He's really, I've seen him in a lot of stuff. It was kind of, I really got pissed off when he got killed off. I was like, what the hell? What is your favorite Marvel movie? I know a lot of people don't. There's a lot of people that are like, "What the fuck? Why would you like this?" Because it is newer, but it's not just the movie itself. It's the fucking special effects in this. Just makes it spectacular to look at on Blu-ray. Thor. This movie is meant to be watched on Blu-ray. It just looks spectacular. I love this. Have you ever watched the show Heroes? You know, it's funny because I've seen that they have it at the library, my library near here. They have it, you know, to rent. And I've never really checked it out. Like, I've heard about it. I know what it's about. Like, I think it's people with powers, basically, right? I think. I don't know, man. It kind of looks like a teen drama deal. But I really don't like those kind of movies or shows. But I really have to check it out, though, man. Thanks for the questions, bud. Next one is from Pageant005. Another dedicated subscriber. Definitely check his channel out. Are you going to see G.I. Joe Retaliation? Hell no. Nope. I never liked the first one. I thought it was gay. Real bad. I don't know what the hell. I've watched the movie 3 times. I've tried to give it 3 different tries, and it just didn't cut it. Snapper1495 asks, cats or dogs? I like both, really. I like cats. They both have the downsides and upsides. Cats are cleaner, you know, dogs are gross, lick their nuts, you know, lick their butthole, you know, all that good stuff. Well, hell, so do I, but, you know, still pretty gross. I'd have to say cats. I don't know. I just like cats more. They're cleaner. Myro-san001 asks, what is your favorite game of all time? Oh, man. I'm gonna have to go with fucking either Halo 2 or Gears of War. Or it's either Halo 2, Gears of War, or Halo 3. Because Halo 3 has such a great campaign. It's just like, it never gets tiring. What's the worst horror film you've ever seen? I would have to say probably the Evil Bong series. The Evil Bong 1 and 2. Holy shit, that was fucking bad. I could not believe how bad that movie was. And then he asks, what's the scariest horror film? In my opinion, I've always thought this was just bad. Really bad. Like, as in just really terrible. Scary, creepy, just gave me nightmares as a kid, which I should never even watch this at 6. Hell, this freaks me out to this day still. The Exorcist. And I just can't. I really cannot get over how fucked up this is. Really, I've never seen to this day a movie that takes possession this far. I'm serious. This is from the 70s, but this makes a lot of these modern day movies look tame. It really does. I mean, if you haven't seen this, first smack yourself with a sausage. And then go rent this fucking movie because you don't know what you're missing. This movie is fucking amazing. It's classic. It was brutal. There's people that really got injured in this during the making of this, and I can't get sick of watching it. I really can't. Creepy as hell. Very, very, very good character development.
Did you hear what she did? Your cunting daughter.
That's probably like one of my favorite lines. Oh, shit. But thanks for your questions, man. Alright. Next questions are from I Made Joke. How old are you? I don't know. I don't know if I want to answer that one. It's kind of going in with my secret identity. 26. I'm 26. Why did you choose a Jason mask to wear? Well, it wasn't actually a choice. Well, it kind of was. It was kind of a lack of options. I didn't really have a mask, but I wanted a mask. I really like Jason. And I always use a stupid fucking tiny mask that I got in the Friday the 13th box set. I did a couple videos on YouTube for a joke, cause like a Jason Voorhees rap, and she got me this replica of the Friday the 13th reboot, and fucking loved it ever since I seen it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start a video, and this channel is over a year old, and I remember doing a video in this corner right over here at the very beginning. I was just basically, my intent was to creep people out and basically speak against fucking the government and society. But I ended up talking about my passion, which is film. And then he asked, will you ever take off your mask in a video? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mentioned this before. When I get 100 subs, 100 subscribers, I will take this mask off. I will take this Jason mask, off. Yep, I will. What are your thoughts on the Justice League? Well, I know I hear all the time they're making a movie, and I hear Christian Bale. I heard rumors that Christian Bale's gonna be back as Batman. And they're having problems making a Flash movie because of copyright issues. was what I understand. And from my understanding, I don't think they're going to be they're not making a DC movie anytime soon that I know of. And I would think that they would have to do one for Aquaman and The Flash. But, yeah, I really want to see that, man. I mean, I really want that to happen. That would be really fucking cool. You know, with this new Superman coming out, how badass that's going to be. And they already, I heard I don't even know, I heard they're doing a remake, or not a remake, but a second Green Lantern, but I'm not really sure. I really hope they are, because I actually like the Green Lantern movie. I don't know. What are your thoughts on, oh, I just heard that one. Have you seen VHS? As a matter of fact, I have not seen it, but I've seen that a couple times at the video place where I go to look for movies at. And I've seen it on Blu-ray a couple times there. And I never did get it just because it's like $10 to $11. And I really don't want to pay that much for a used Blu-ray. But I actually hear about it quite a lot, man. So I'm going to have to check it out. And the next one is from Mr. Ploopy 111, my bad. Who is your favorite video game villain? And who is your favorite video game hero? Favorite video game hero is fucking easy. That is Master Chief. Master Chief is probably the most badass character of all time, period. Just character in general. Like, of all characters. Of all... Like, technically now he's a movie character because he was in that Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn movie. Which was really fucking cool. Definitely Master Chief. Just an awesome dude. Badass. He talks so bad. He sounds like a fucking beast when he talks. The way he walks. And he's huge. He's like 8 foot. And a villain. Damn. I've always liked... That's hard, dude. I've always liked General Rom from Gears of War. Yeah. I'm a little thirsty this evening. Pageant005 asks, what is your favorite song / music of all time? Favorite song? I don't know. I mean, I don't think I can pick favorite song. Favorite music though. Some of this stuff is a little brutal for some people, so I don't know if a lot of my subscribers like a lot of death metal, melodic death metal, death grind and stuff like that. But definitely check this out or look it up on YouTube if you're interested in it. I'm on Amarth, and I'm actually going to see these guys in Mayhem Fest this year. Cannot wait. They're like a Viking metal band. Their genre is pagan melodic death metal. Awesome band. His vocals are so rich and so deep, it's just amazing. Now we're getting into the more brutal stuff. This is a death grind band from California. They're called Mortician. And what they do is they do a lot of... they were a horror death grind band. That's their genre. They do like almost all their songs begin with a soundtrack or a part of a movie, a horror film. Like Reanimator is a good example. And this album is Reanimated Dead Flesh. Look at that shit. Awesome or what? Yeah, this album is fucking great. Brutal. It kicks you in the teeth. It really does. It punches you in the guts and the groins and the kidneys. It doesn't let go of you. It's a good album. Definitely something I wouldn't recommend sleeping to. Next one's a black metal band. Old Man's Child. But black metal is way different than death and any other kind of metal, really. It's its own kind. It's more of a death thrash, I would consider this. And this is more of the brutal death metal. This is, oh my god. I kind of feel like a dumbass. Shit. Alright, I'm sorry about that. I had to figure out what the name of this damn band was. I forget. It's a Distant Tomb. And the front of this, you cannot tell, you honestly cannot tell the name of this band by the logo. That's classic death metal logo shit right there. Really brutal album, guys. This album right here will rip your guts out. It really will. This is nothing like, a lot of people do not like this just because it's so gut-wrenching brutal. But, really good band. I really like them. I actually heard about him through, he's big in the metal community on YouTube. He's, the Infidel Amsterdam. Check him out. He's really big. He's really big on YouTube. He's from Amsterdam. Infidel Amsterdam. This next band is a black and thrash band. They're also a pagan band. Pagan meaning a lot of their songs are about medieval times and Middle Earth and that kind of stuff. And an Incypherum. And this album is called Victory Songs. Oh my god, this is a beautifully done album. This is pretty heavy shit, but with more of a melodic feel. It doesn't feel so in your face, but it's very beautifully done. This is another one from Incypherum called Iron. Another really beautifully done album. Alright. Do you play any instruments? Yeah. I think I showed that guitar. I got a guitar over there. Looks like shit. I'm trying to sell it, but I don't think anybody wants to buy this. That and it's out of tune. Bad. Alright. Okay. Freeg888 asked me, what's your favorite method of killing in a horror movie? That's a really good question, man. Nobody's really asked me that one before, or anything close to that. Favorite method. I like a lot of the more creative kills. Like, I like a lot of more creative stuff. Like, if you guys have ever seen the movie, The Hills Run Red. Let's see if that's down there somewhere. I can't find it right now. The Hills Run Red. There was this scene where it showed the killer. There was this girl tied with barbed wire. And there was these two tree branches pulled down. And she was tied by her legs and her arms by these barbed wire. And then she was tied to each branch. One branch below and one branch above. And then the killer would flick this tripwire. And what would happen when the tripwire got tripped, the two branches went apart and just ripped her apart. So, stuff like that. And like the Saw movies, those traps that, those traps in that movie, really cool stuff. Like, I like a lot of creative things, like a lot of really creative ways of killing in movies. And sometimes I just like the good old-fashioned knife across the neck. That always does the job, in a horror movie, Almost it sounded like some kind of killer for a minute, didn't I? But no, I always like the good old classic kills in horror films. Always good. But sometimes I like the more, up-to-date versions of killing in horror. So that's pretty good stuff. Alright. David Angle 100. What's the best concert you've been to? Best concert I ever been to, man, was Rammstein in Chicago. I will show you the ticket just to show you, just to prove it. Right there, buddy. Yes. Absolute awesome show. I mean, you would not believe it. I think that should be on anyone's bucket list to go to that damn show. The amount of pyro they use is just incredible. Like, you wouldn't even believe it. You would not believe it. You absolutely would not. It's just amazing. You get fucking hot and sweaty just from... Hell, I was in the front row. I mean, like... probably 30-40 feet away from the stage, and it was awesome. I mean, I could feel everything from the stage, and people told me that they could feel the heat from like way back, so it was intense. What food do you like eating? I like a lot of extremely unhealthy stuff. As you can see, I'm kind of chubby. So, I like a lot of fat boy food, like ramen noodles. I fucking eat me up some ramen noodles. I love ramen noodles, man. I love those little mini Red Baron pizzas. Those never get old. I like the big Red Baron pizzas. I like chicken nuggets, French fries. I love fast food. I do love McDonald's a lot. Burger King's good. I love ice cream and cookies and donuts and fudge rounds and Rice Krispies treats and Fruity Pebbles and chocolate pebbles, cocoa pebbles, stuff like that. And eating whipped cream out of a can, that's good. Stuff like that. But I do eat sometimes I do eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and stuff, but it's not just the bad stuff I eat. I mean, I do like to eat that kind of stuff, and it actually is quite a large amount of my diet. But like I said, it's not something I eat, like, every meal. I mean, I have home cooking here and there. What James Bond movies do you like the most? I like the ones with Pierce Brosnan, just because that's what I grew up with. People who grew up in the 60s, 70s would say their favorite would be Sean Connery or Roger Moore, or whoever the hell was in the 60s and 70s, I don't know. But I just really like Pierce Brosnan in general. Thanks for the questions, man. Next one is from Jecko Knight. Good buddy of mine. Definitely check him out. I'm going to have to put a link of him down. Another awesome masked YouTuber that he was one of my first subscribers, believe it or not, and the first masked YouTuber I've ever added on here. Good buddy of mine. We talk on the phone a lot. Every now and then I call him up and be like, hey man, I am the Maskermind. Stuff like that. His question is, how much would someone have to pay you to watch Scary Movie 5? Probably whenever they invent $1 trillion, like $1 quadrillion or some shit, because I fucking hate the scary movies. They are an insult to my colon. They really are. They're an insult to my ass hair. Okay? I fucking hate scary movies. That movie is gay as fuck. I'm sorry, but it is just gay as fuck. I cannot stand it. It's an insult. Pageant 005 asked, have you ever seen the extended editions of Lord of the Rings? I have not, dude, and I really fucking want to. The thing is, I've seen it at Walmart, all 3 of them on Blu-ray, but at the time I didn't really have the money to buy them. They were like fucking, what, 39, 40, something, 45 bucks a piece. I know each one had like 3 discs, really nice looking sets. And I know they put like, what, 28 extra minutes in there of movie, of footage and shit. Not footage, but of actual movie in there. And I've heard about it. I've heard it's a better version. And yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see that shit. And he says, if you have, are you planning on getting it? I'm definitely planning on getting them. What do you like most, Alien or Predator? Predator, by far. Predators are I think they're just far more better killing machines because they're smart, they're sophisticated, and they're like they're like almost like a tribal Indians almost. Their honor is very important to them. And the aliens, they're dumb, they're ugly, they probably smell like farts and ass, and for one thing, they bleed acid, so, can you imagine an alien fucking? Like, I bet, I wonder if their fucking cum would burn. I bet it would. I really would. Oh man, damn, I ain't right. I think aliens are just dumb and retarded, and they're just mindless monsters. And the aliens they're called xenomorphs. They're actually created by accidentally created, if you guys have seen Prometheus. Predators are actually a race that has been around for probably a millennium. Thousands of years, whatever, hundreds of thousands of years, like human beings. So, yeah, definitely Predator. This next subscriber is a really good YouTuber. I really like her channel. I just added her, I think, or I subscribed to her. I don't know if she subscribed to me yet, but whatever. I don't really care about that. I like watching her videos. She's got a southern accent, and she ain't bad looking either. And her name is FilmAngel11, and these are her questions. What is your earliest memory of watching a scary movie? What was it? It just so happens to be The Exorcist, and I imagine watching this when you're 6 years old. I tell you what, I was so scared when I was 6 years old. I'll get to that in a minute with the next couple questions, what I did. Well, this next question will answer that one. She asks, has anything ever scared you to the point where you were actually paranoid for a bit in real life? Back to this one, The Exorcist, and yes, I've seen this, and it scared me so bad that I took a piss in my toy box because I didn't want to go down the hallway to take a piss in the toilet. I ain't kidding you. My mom still talks about it sometimes, where she'll like, hey, remember that time when you were 6 years old? Yeah. And I guess she smelled something really bad, so she opened up the toy box and my toys were floating in piss. I still laugh about that shit. I remember sometimes. I remember my mom had to fucking redo the carpet because I pissed all over it. Because I was so frightened by this movie, I did not want to go into the dark hallway to piss. I am serious. This movie scared the holy shit out of me. I swear to God, sometimes I wonder, that's probably why I'm a fucked up individual to this day. Oh, man. Thanks for the questions, girl. By the way, good job. I love your videos. Yeah, you know, you're very thorough with your reviews. I really like that. And, so yeah, keep it up. This comes from my best friend, Keisha Partain. And that's, I'm not giving her away her name. That's her fucking, her screen name. She goes, what is your favorite B movie of all time? My favorite B movie of all time. You know, I guess this would be considered a B movie. I'm gonna have to go with Hatchet. It's a very well-known, unknown movie. This is very well-known among the horror community. Very well done for a horror. I really like it. I know she doesn't like it too much. She thinks it's cheesy and retarded. But that's cool. That's her opinion. I'm glad she gives me her opinions because, you know, that's cool. But, you know, I like hearing what people think about movies. You know, it doesn't really bother me. If they don't like it, they don't like it. I don't get offended by it. Shit. But Hatchet, definitely awesome film. What is it about 80s cheesy horror that you like so much? You know, I think it's just more of when you, let's say you're watching the Oscars. You're watching the Oscars, all these really popular movies come on and they get awards and all this. And you go to the movie store, rent a movie or buy it, one of the movies that won the awards, and you're expecting greatness because it's so good. It's supposed to be so good. But for some reason, when I watch a B movie, I'm not watching it to see how good it is. I'm watching it to be entertained. I like to be entertained. B movies are usually, I like cheesy B-ass fucking films because they're entertaining. And some of them are very illogical. And a lot of times, the more illogical they are, the more entertaining they are. And it's just a good time. I just like it because I just like cheese. I just think it's fun. I think it's fun. I think the more cheesiness there is, it's fun. The more fun you have. I just think it's fun. Period. But let me give you a few examples here of some bad movies. Some what you would consider bad. These are B movies. Amusement. Basically, you know, you can tell by the cover, about a psycho who dresses up as, well, he doesn't really dress up as a clown in the whole movie. He just dresses up as a clown in one scene, but it's a really creepy scene. This is a newer one I bought, but I thought it was pretty damn cool. Rise of the Zombies. And this has Mariel Hemingway, LeVar Burton, and Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo played a lot of the good stuff. He's always the older Mexican gangster-looking guy. He'll always play a badass Mexican gangster guy or mobster. He was in the remake of Halloween as the janitor. LeVar Burton, which everyone knows who LeVar Burton is. He played, he was in Reading Rainbow, and he was also, he was in Star Trek. And, it just seems so funny seeing him cussing like a sailor in this movie because it was pretty funny. This is another good example of a B. Midnight Movie. Ooh. Yeah, really cheesy fucking film. This, if it wasn't for Hatchet, I'd probably say this would be my favorite because it's just so bad, so cheesy. I love it. Hit and Run is another pretty cheesy one, but it's more of the it's a little less cheesier than a lot of them. I really enjoyed this one. It's cheesy just because of the beginning where she hits a guy, kills him, supposedly kills him, and she doesn't even see him, and he's like attached to the front of her car. She gets home in her garage and finds him hanging off the front of her car. So she ends up burying his fucking ass in the woods, and you know, he's not dead. So basically comes back and seeks his revenge. So it's really interesting stuff. This last one's really fucking really a good example of a cheesy one. It's Ice Cream Man and Jack Frost 2. I don't really care for Jack Frost 2 too much. It's really not that good, but Ice Cream Man's a really good one. Those are some good examples. I got some more in there. But, yeah. Alright, let's move on. This one comes from another good friend of mine. And it's Puma St. Joe. And she's a really good friend. She needs to start making more videos. Because I like her videos. What's the worst movie you've ever seen? Oh, sorry. Another question that Keisha Partain asked was, what movies are you most looking forward to this year? Definitely Man of Steel. You know, Iron Man 3, which is coming out here real soon. Jurassic Park 3D is coming out here April 5th, I believe. Oblivion with Tom Cruise looks pretty cool. Pacific Rim. A bunch of others I can't really name off the top of my head. These are from Puma St. Joe. What's the worst movie you've ever seen? Probably Dune. I remember liking this when I was a kid for some weird reason. I just thought it was interesting with these big sandworms. But I watched this again a week ago. I couldn't get through 10 minutes of this crap. It was fucking really bad. What's your favorite kill in a movie? Not method of killing. I guess it just means favorite kill. Damn. That's a good question. Fuck. I'm gonna have to say, in the movie Hellraiser, there's a kill at the very end where Kirsten's Uncle Frank, basically, took over her dad's body, killed him, and took his skin and put his skin over his own body. And so he looked like Kirsty's dad, but he was really still Frank. At the very end, Pinhead had him in these chains, all pulled apart like this. And then Frank looks up at the camera and goes, "Jesus wept." And then he just... That kill was fucking cool. Like, I don't know why, but when I think of a movie kill, I think of that for some weird reason. I really don't know why. But it was just really fucking cool. That and the one from the movie The Thing, the original 1980s version, when, I forget the guy's name, but he was giving another guy CPR. He was using the defibrillators to get his heart back working again, and he puts his arms down and his chest fucking opens up, with his mouth opens up and just bites his fucking arms off. That was a fucking cool scene. That was a cool kill. What's one video game / book, whatever else you would like to see made into a movie? That's a good question. Really good question, actually. I really want to see Gears of War be made into a movie. I really think that'd be interesting. And I think The Rock would be... I really like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I think he's a damn good actor. He's in a really good... like Doom. They remade Doom. It was a video game and they made it into a movie. That movie was awesome, but I don't know if it would work if Rock was in a Gears of War movie, because it's kind of like the situation with Chris Evans. He played the Human Torch and he also played Captain America. A lot of people bitch about that because, well, how can he be in 2 different Marvel movies? So I think it would be kind of the same situation with that, with a video game being made into a movie, because Doom was a video game that was made into a movie. So yeah, I don't know if that would work out too well, but I would like to see The Rock play Dominic Santiago, and I think that Marcus Phoenix. Let's see, I wonder who could play Marcus Phoenix. Well, I already know who would make a great Coltrane. Would be Michael Clark Duncan, which rest in peace. He passed away, not too long ago. He's a great actor. Played in The Green Mile. Really good actor. Really like the guy. Awesome actor. Big ass fucking dude. So he would have played a great Coltrane. Yeah, I can't really think of who else would be, I think Carl Urban would make a great Marcus Phoenix. But, alright, anyways. That's it. Man, my voice box fried. But, thank you everybody for your, questions. Really appreciate it. I'm going to be doing another one probably the next month, so if you guys want to leave a message anymore here or whatever, leave them in the next one, whatever. But that's pretty much it. And remember guys, you've had a good time with the Maskermind.